What's the deal with the MCCCD transformation plan?
The MCCCD transformation it's a process that the district has decided to implement starting in May 9th of 2017. And they want to become a more student-focused organization. And they began small, and then they're working towards, better advisement, better services for the students. They want to be more student-focused. And
when it says something about performance among facility and staff, what exactly are they talking about? Are they talking about doing performance checks, or talking about?
Yeah, they want to have like evaluations for teachers or professors and see how they're doing, and if they're not performing according to their standards, I don't know what repercussions or penalizations a teacher may receive, but I know that they have removed the meet and confer process for the teachers, so the teachers don't really have much input into what they teach anymore, because the district is trying to streamline all of the courses of study or majors, so then with this Transformation Act, do you think it's something that is working with the staff or about the staff not working with them, if that makes any sense? I think that they want the staff's input on the guided pathways and setting up the course curriculum for a certain major. And that way you can either go directly into the workforce or you can transfer to the university of your choice.
Right.
So it sounds like, I don't know, they're trying to make it more efficient for the student and the teacher, or is this just, because we talked a lot about the professors here at campus, but is there, what's the benefit for the students in this process?
From what I understand, the benefit for the students is you know exactly what you're going to take based on your needs, likes, and wants. You will also be able to go into the advisement center, and the advisement center should know based on the pathways for each major and be able to set you up with what you need, and not, if you've been here for a while and you know that you can go see an advisor and you may find out something that you didn't even know existed, because some advisors take it upon themselves to do research or be informed about the school, and some of them are just winging it.
Yeah, I find it very interesting. I've seen a guidance counselor for every semester, and each one of them tells me something different. Whether it's a class that I was supposed to take that wasn't made aware to me before, or a class that I was told to take that maybe necessarily wasn't the right path, the easiest path, or the path I wanted to take, and it's just the option I was given. So do you think that having these pathways will help reduce that problem at all?
I do think it'll help with the confusion that is in the advising department, because I've experienced the same thing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting ready to transfer to ASU a couple of semesters ago, and I learned that I needed a foreign language.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue that ASU wants a foreign language for a journalism degree.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of in my head saying some choice words and didn't take it out on the advisor, but I was extremely frustrated that when I started, I didn't know I needed a foreign language.
Sure.
I have a question about that. When you say foreign, language. Did the advisement tell you this, or?
My advisor informed me of it, but also according to the MAP program that ASU has to transfer into the journalism degree, it's there. But nobody else told me until I went and asked about it.
Really? Because I'm in the MAP program, but I didn't see it, kind of. So I haven't took a foreign language. So I'm guessing.
It is there though.
I
You do
didn't.
have to take one language.
I took every other class, I think, besides the foreign language so far.
It sounds like a lot of good stuff, but what are concerns? I know that you say in this article that there are some concerns with the faculty or the staff. Is there anything in particular that people are worried about?
I think the faculty is worried about the accreditation process because there have been news reports and information that I found online that have pertained to this story with communication within the district and the board members that no one really knew about until all these public records were released to the public.
I mean, are they worried that it's going to be like what you said about meet and confer, that there are certain things maybe in this, 24 pages?
Yeah.
So maybe that there's something in these 24 pages that is going to, I don't know, like just work against them or not include them?
It's hard to say because the transformation plan that you can find online is extremely polished.
That's good. So you can find everything online if you wanted to look at the whole plan.
Yes. If you type in MCCCD transformation, it should be one of the first links that pops up. And it's available to download and print and go through yourself and
Just to look over, in case you want to look for anything. If there's anything in particular you're looking for, you can find it basically online.
yes.
So, Stephen, as you dove into this story and you wrote the piece for the Mesa Legend paper, what were some questions that you've come away now that you've dove into this thing a little deeper?
My main concern with this is it's hard to tell whether, the district looks like they have the best interest for the students, which is what the college is for, but
What exactly would make you think that? Is it because of the recent rulings that the district did? Is that overshadowing this Transformation Act, or is it something specifically in the Transformation Act that you're worried about?
I think the transformation plan or act concerns me in itself because, they say that it's very student-oriented, but at the same time, this is our last semester for football, and I don't understand why you would cut a program that big.
They said it had to do with money, I know. They said that.
It does, and I think this whole transformation plan came about because of a position paper that our Vice President of Administrative Services put together, where he outlines axing all of the athletic programs to save $12.5 million.
Is that in the plan, or that's something that someone talked about?
It's in his position paper, which you can also find online. And when I was doing my research and I found the faculty complaint about accreditation, they also had their first version of the transformation plan. And if you compare Mr. Darbitt's paper and the 2.0 version of the transformation plan, they are identical with a few word changes.
Because I know one of the reasons that they said, I think it was actually Jean McGrath, you can find it in her frequently asked questions page because she's running again for the for her position in the board. And one of the questions that she gets asked, and it's on there, and it says, you know, why was the football program cut? They say money, but also because of their liability reasons with injuries, and that they would be owed money. So if you're saying, so what you said makes it sound like that might not be the case with what she said, that's maybe not a real reason, that it doesn't have to do with insurance, is that it's more to cut money, maybe?
I think it is. I think the district wants to focus on the academics. I don't think they really care about the sports programs. So if you can cut the sports programs and then reallocate all that money into, say, STEM, or your science, math, English, and everything else that applies to STEM, then, you know, you just,
But how do you think this affects the students that mainly come for sports? Like,
I think
just
it's,
focuses just on sports.
Well, if we had no sports, we wouldn't get the students,
Well,
it sounds like, but I don't know.
yeah, just to interject a little bit on this, going back to your point, Ali, I feel like it's for budget cuts. Oh, and the head trauma, the liability for that's an issue. To me, that's just PR nonsense to make it sound like you get more people on their side.
Well, and I don't even know what it is. I'm going off of what I've read
And I
on the
understand,
internet or what
but
they've said.
I feel like it's been brought forth, and it's a big issue right now with football and head trauma. And I know there's a lot of people out there that think that football should be banned altogether, or go to a more of a flag football type and not even have tackle football. But to me, I think it's all about money. I think that's their entire motive, and I think there's a serious lack of human capital that goes in the equation of how much success of scholarships and that are coming out of the program. But another thing that's a huge issue with the football program particularly, and ties in with all sports being removed, is these athletes that are only here for between 1 and 3 semesters and don't go the full 4 semesters. And the reason they don't go is because they scholarshiped into another university. That's a negative on MCCD's number, MCC, and the district college's numbers. And that's what they don't like. So in a way, they're trying to hold back. They would like to hold back the athlete from progressing and prevent them from advancing into university. So I think there's a severe lack of caring for the human capital that sports brings. You know, Sierra Lee's point, what about the students that are here for sports? There's not a lot there to be.
Well, we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. But is there anything you want to leave us with, Stephen, since you wrote this article?
I believe that, you know, we need to stay on top of the district, keep them accountable, because it sounds like a runaway train right now that's kind of unguided. And the best way to do that is keep up with the facts and the truth and present them as they come in.
Sounds like journalism, the truth. All right, well, thank you for watching the Legend Roundtable. We have, if you want to all state your names and then what you do at the paper.
My name is Sierra Lee Perez. I'm the senior correspondent for Mesa Legend.
Rob Steiner, sports editing in the Mesa Legend paper.
I'm Stephen Peck. I'm the copy editor / layout editor, and that's my role here at the school newspaper.
And Allison Cripe, social media editor. That's it.